medical expenses could be a real financial burden. Don't let that happen. Protect yourself and your family from rising healthcare costs not covered by your provincial health insurance plan. Call 1-844-463-SURE right now or visit us at surehealth.ca for your free, no-obligation Sure Health brochure. That's 1-844-463-SURE or visit surehealth.ca now.
It was John's graduation. We were so proud. We all got together for a picnic. That's when we heard coming from the radio. So we stopped and we listened. It helped us get to safety. That's why when I think of John, because now he has a real future to look forward to.
Well, this is a look at Minto from throughout the day today. Significant flooding. Actually, a state of emergency has been declared for the town of Minto due to the flooding in the area towns. Many have been evacuated, some people in Harriston, for instance, and several of those rural roads are not even passable. And of course, in that area, they are well used. As we take a look throughout the day today, there is, into the evening hours, the risk for thunderstorms further to the south. That diminishes throughout the evening. But areas further to the southeast of the province, the risk for potentially severe thunderstorms is there. Into southern Quebec as well. Localized flooding, strong winds, heavy rain. Also further to the northern sections of Lake Superior. Expect some thunderstorms throughout Saturday. That risk shifts further to the south, so north central parts of the province, including North Bay. The risk for thunderstorms is there for Saturday. Into the St. Lawrence area, western sections of New Brunswick, eastern townships, the risk for severe thunderstorms is there throughout the day today, and that continues, unfortunately, into Saturday. The foothills further to the north as well. Temperatures, though, they are rising across the west. You'll certainly feel it. Take a closer look. Here's the Long Ranger.
Time now for a look at your long-range forecast with Dr. Doug. And we've been talking about this pattern set to develop across our country. It remains locked into place for the weekend into the start of next week. Doug, feeling like May across the Great Lakes and Quebec.
No sustained heat in the long-range forecast. A lot of people happy about that, but not everybody if you want to head out to the beach or the pool. Now, we do have a brief burst of hot weather in the west, but that's not going to stick around very long. This trough will be progressing to the east as we go through the week. But take a look at the contrast in temperatures. Yellowknife, 26 on Monday, having trouble reaching even 20 in southern Ontario. Okay, so anyone that's in Toronto and likes the look of Yellowknife needs to be booking their tickets now. It looks to be quite warm and sustain that way for much of next week. Well, our warmest weather is found across the southern prairies on Monday, 31 in Lethbridge and Medicine Hat. But that cool down starts on Tuesday, but it contrasts to our teens in Ontario on Monday. Now, Atlantic Canada really misses out on the cooler weather. Temperatures remain comfortable most of next week. Gander 23, quite nice. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Now into Tuesday, take a look at that heat that's bundled across southern portions of Saskatchewan. 30 in Regina, but already seeing the beginning of the end. The cooler weather moving in Calgary down to 23 degrees. And an active pattern setting up for the middle of next week. A lot of rain across northern Alberta. And this system will be tracking to the east as we go through the middle and end of next week, watching the potential maybe even for strong to severe thunderstorms ahead of this system on Wednesday, remaining unsettled behind this as it continues to track to the east. Southwesterly flow does give us a brief warm-up into southern Ontario, and then temperatures cooling down after that. Let's take a look at our temperatures as we go through the week. Note the prairies taking quite a dive, and there is some overachieved potential here. Maybe late in the week it will be warmer and then trending cooler for the long weekend. Thanks, Doug.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the short and long-term forecasts for your area. your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast is brought to you by Hustler. Check out hustlerturf.com for great products and great service on all things Hustler.
Here now your top 5 most hot and cold days, Canadian cities. Number 5, Brandon, Manitoba with 70.42 days with days above 30 or below -20. Number 4 at 70.94 days, Winnipeg. Of course, Winterpeg will be on this list. The Manitoba capital has scorching summers and frigid winters. Number 3, Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, 71.63 days, also known as the gateway to the north, and it is the 3rd largest city in Saskatchewan. Number 2, Thompson, Manitoba. The runner-up has a combined 106 days of sizzling highs and frozen lows. And Yellowknife, the winner for the most hot and cold days, is the capital at 110.66 days. And there are more frigid than hot ones.
PEI Adventures is brought to you by Points East Coastal Drive. Discover more at 50beaches.com.
Still looking for that perfect road trip for Canada 150? Look no further than PEI's East Coast. With average summer temperatures in the mid-20s, it's the perfect time to explore. With 475 kilometers of scenic roads boasting a whopping 50 beaches, now is the perfect time to get away from it all. Well over 200 hours of sunlight in the summer months will give you plenty of time to discover each beach. How many will you discover?
Welcome back to the My Driving Discount League, the MDDL. Remember, these drivers can save up to 25% with Intact Insurance. And now our My Driving Discount Top 3 Plays of the Week, sponsored by Intact Insurance. At number 3, the Paytons find out their My Driving Discount. Yes! Yeah! Replay! Remember, you can call that number and save up to 25% too. Now over to Jen.
At number 2, the Scots download the new Intact Insurance app and see their My Driving discount has jumped to 21%. They celebrate in style. Whew! That's real love.
Sure is, Jen. Now our number 1 My Driving Discount Play of the Week. Mr. Garrett's horrific injury to his driving foot. And his inspiring recovery back to 25%.
Switch to Intact Insurance today.
And save up to 25% with My Driving Discount.
Why are you standing next to that car like that?
Oh, it's my new ride, baby. You like it?
Really?
Let me get that for you.
Powered liftgate.
Oh, smart powered liftgate.
Oh, good. Hey, how much did you... Sure. Wireless charging, of course. In what world can we afford this?
The world where I get to pick the payments?
You did the thing that I did.
Oh, do you know what else was in our budget?
What? Oh, she got the turbo.
It's true. You can get everything you want when you pick your payments with Kia.
McCafe has some exciting news, Canada. Our Keurig-compatible pods are now 100% compostable. Look for them in your grocery store today so you can enjoy the rich, smooth, and delicious taste of McCafe Premium Roast Coffee from home.
Why have your glasses fit manually when there's the LensCrafters AccuFit system, replacing basic handheld measuring tools with a digital system that's 5 times more precise?
Hello Goodbye returns to CBC. Will you be saying hello or goodbye to someone at Pearson International Airport? Get in touch with us and share your story today.
Weather Watch forecasting powered by Castle Building Centers, your local building supply and hardware partner.
Scenes in southern Ontario. This is Damascus, so between the Grand Valley and Mount Forest area. Of course, we're dealing with significant flooding. To give you some numbers, Mount Forest received about 158 millimeters of rain as of 8 a.m. Thursday to 8 a.m. this morning. Of course, a huge amount of that fell in just 8 hours. Orangeville, for instance, 128 millimeters of rain. This is showing you that archived radar. As it plays through, you really can tell the rain absolutely hammering down for much of the overnight hours. I'm sure you heard it, but let's take a look look outside, taking you to the field where Nitish is in Harrison, the town of Minto. Nitish, you can tell behind you, heavy amounts of rain. How is it there?
Yeah, you know, these images are quite impressive, and you know, a lot of residents are stopping by, really surprised to see all this. One resident who's not so surprised, though, is former Mayor Ron Leslie. He was mayor between 1985 and 1995. And Ron, you were telling me off camera that this isn't the first time you've seen something like this.
No, this is the second time that I've seen something like this, but it also, we had trouble in 1947, too, that was worse than this.
And so the last time when you saw it, it was back when? And how bad was it?
1975. The bridge was smaller then. They put a new bridge in, so that made it worse in town than what this is. But the water has to go through the town, and if it can't get underneath the bridge, it goes through the town.
Right, and right now, you know, we can't see it right now, but the bridge is there. The water is completely blocked off, and there's some backyard items, you know, some balls and whatnot that are being pushed through the current. And then behind me, there is some residential area where residents are stuck and they're pumping water out. So yes, quite the scenes here in Harrison, in the township of Minto. So that's it for now. I'll send it back inside.
Wow. Thank you, Nitish, for that update. We'll continue to check in with Nitish. And as you could tell, fast-flowing water. He mentioned the bridge there. There are several flood watches in place. Maitland Valley Conservation Authority, as well as the Saugeen. And several are saying that, you know, the rivers, Saugeen, for instance, have not quite made their crest just yet. That's expected a little bit later on in the day. 158 millimeters of rain fell in Mount Forest. Just want to recap those numbers. 128 in Orangeville. So, of course, when we're talking numbers like that, you know that we're talking significant flooding. Into Quebec, though, we're also seeing some thunderstorms, potentially severe, as well as heavy rain at times. Those upper level winds, as well as that strong shear, of course, causing that. Into the Maritimes, also talking thunderstorms, potentially severe. Western sections of New Brunswick, seeing the most amount of rainfall, 20-30 millimeters of rain there. That's through Saturday. The bulk of the rain for you in Nova Scotia likely to fall throughout your Saturday, 20 to 30 millimeters of rain for those in Newfoundland. So not the greatest weekend on the East Coast. Meanwhile, on the West Coast, absolutely gorgeous temperatures, low to mid-30s into the BC interior. Take a closer look. Here's your regional forecast.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the short and long-term forecasts for your area. visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Crown Rust Control. Crown. Protect. Maintain. Save.
Yawning and coffee. That's today's theme in southern Ontario thanks to late night, early morning thunderstorms. Along with rumbling, there was plenty of rain, enough to increase the flood risk. We'll tell you more about that later in the hour. And Tropical Storm Cindy has had far-reaching effects. The storm's impact could be felt long before landfall, with tornadoes reported in the Florida Panhandle on Wednesday. And tornadoes after landfall as well, specifically in the Birmingham area. Somehow 2 shelves remained standing when a liquor store was flattened yesterday. The mayor says no one was hurt and the focus now is on restoring power. And we end up on the north shore of Newfoundland and this breathtaking beauty. Thanks to regular viewer Beverly for this shot taken yesterday off Birchie Bay. Your regional forecasts are on the 10s.
It's the chauffeur, the workhorse, and in constant demand. It's about finding time to talk, and the only time you'll find baseball and ballet in the same place. It's a place to be entertained, or to be entertaining. Dodge Grand Caravan. It's taken everything a family could throw at it or in it. Get 25% off MSRP. That's up to $12,500 in total discounts.
Are you serious about allergies? Here is a typical solution. All allergy tablets by Homeocam. A safe and natural solution.
With Homeocam, stop suffering, start living.
Here's how to keep your kids safe and cool this summer. The classic bladeless fan provides a nice cooling breeze, has 12 speeds. Wow. And because it's bladeless, it's super safe. The classic bladeless fan, only $99.97 and only at Home Hardware, Building Center, and furniture locations.
Somebody needs a bigger boat.
You think?
Auto Trader has boats, cars, bikes, and more. Or what about an RV?
Somebody hasn't read the book.
Visit autotrader.ca.
You've earned your 100,000th point.
Here's your reward.
Can I get one more?
That'll be 15,000 points.
Some loyalty programs aren't always rewarding.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
But Hotels.com is.
It's small batch.
Instant savings now, free nights later. Hotels.com.
The Pier 1 Imports One Big Sale and Clearance is happening now. The biggest sale of the season. Save big, up to 50% on fun, unique finds for every room. From your front door to your back porch. Find it on sale right now at Pier 1 Imports.
For this summer's must-tries, we challenged ourselves to